Live from Saskatchewan, this is the Sask Show with Lindsay May.
Hey, I'm Lindsay May, and welcome to episode 5 of the Sask Show. Taking a look at some Sask stuff this week, we do have some cheer that was being spread up in Saskatoon, some great news coming from James Smith Creek First Nation, and we're also going to take a look at winter camping in the province. Yes, it's finally happening. Around the world, some of these credit card fees that are being implemented here in Canada, and unfortunately, some more Canadian news that's involving Hockey Saskatchewan and the scandal that is rocking that community. We're going to go out for a rip and tell you about some great events that you can be a part of, and we have some guests joining our show as part of the Sask Cast.
The Sask Stuff.
Just in time for Thanksgiving, some cheer being spread in Saskatoon as part of what's called Saskatoon Cheer. This was actually done in partnership with the Saskatoon Public Schools Foundation and their cheer program supporting 750 families in Saskatoon, making sure that they have one of these cheer crates for Thanksgiving. This is neat, a partnership actually done with Campotex, and they've done this for the past 3 years. $75,000 donated towards Saskatoon Cheer to make sure that people have the essentials for Thanksgiving with the butter, the milk, the eggs, everything you could need. And they said they do add some extra stuff inside of these cheer boxes so that the family has some activities over Thanksgiving. This year they threw in some frisbees in there. I love me some good frisbee, and some coloring books and other activities for the family to enjoy together. So a huge shout out going to our friends as part of Saskatoon Cheer. Appreciate everything you do, and thank you so much for spreading some good stuff right over the Thanksgiving long weekend. This is amazing news for anyone who wanted to camp a little bit longer in the year. Camping season is extending. We got 8 different parks that are going to now have camping until the end of October, and 5 parks are actually going to offer camping throughout the year. So let's take a look at some of the offers we do have. For the 8 parks that are going to offer up camping until the end of October, we got Blackstrap, we also have Good Spirit Lake, Greenwater Lake, as well as Moose Mountain, Rowan's Ravine, Danielson, Douglas, and Saskatchewan Landing provincial parks. Now, for anyone who wants to do some winter camping, there's going to be snowshoeing, there's going to be ice skating all around these areas, and of course some really good fishing. We love our ice fishing here in Saskatchewan. The 5 parks open year-round: Buffalo Pound, Cypress Hills, as well as Duck Mountain, Echo Valley, and Pike Lake provincial parks. Now, they're going to be open until March 15th and then probably closing and getting ready for the summer season. But a reminder for anyone who does want to do any winter camping, the regular amenities won't be there. There's not going to be the running water and things that we kind of have seen during the summertime, so make sure you bring some extra water. But winter camping is now available. This is going to be great for anyone who loves the outdoors here in Saskatchewan over the winter time. And we have another big lotto winner here in Saskatchewan. This gentleman hailing from James Smith Creek First Nation. Roland's Head, he actually purchased his ticket on the afternoon of September 23rd for the Lotto Max draw. And when he scanned it, he did a little self-scanner and realized, oh boy, that's a lot of zeros on there. So he had the cashier double check the scanned ticket. And once again, it proved that he won himself $1 million. He said he was being congratulated as he exited the store. He's very excited. He says his hands were shaking, but he does have some plans for this cash as well. He wants to do some home repairs and spend some more time out hunting, doing the things that he loves the most. So congratulations to Roland's Head out at James Smith Creek First Nation, our latest lotto winner here in Saskatchewan.
She's the friend you should never sit next to at a funeral. You're listening to The Sask Show with your host, Lindsay May. With Lindsay May.
Well, everything else is costing us a little bit more, so what's some extra credit card surcharges? It makes sense, but at the same time, ouch. It's going to be hitting our wallets here. Canadian businesses are now able to pass on credit card surcharges to consumers. That means that we will be paying for these credit card surcharges rather than the businesses. So these fees can range anywhere from like 1 to about 3% for these credit cards, which means that your purchase, you're going to see a little bit of an extra surcharge. And businesses do have to like put up a notice saying we make you pay for the surcharge. Okay, so FYI. It explicitly has to be displayed on the receipts as well. Now, Here's the reason why this is happening. There's a multi-million-dollar class action settlement that involves Visa and MasterCard, which allowed Canadian businesses to claim up to $5,000 in credit card fee rebates. If every business in Canada did that, yes, it's quite a bit of cash. So I understand why the fees are now being able to be passed on to the customers. The question is, can we ask for a rebate after all of this? I'm highly doubting that, but be ready to pay more at the till, which is unfortunately a phrase that we are hearing quite commonly these days. Now, some of the other big news in the country is Hockey Canada and them facing these alleged sexual assault allegations. Now, there's been a lot of drama surrounding this, especially in regards to this hush fund, where millions of dollars was set aside to hush people who are accusing hockey players from Hockey Canada of sexual assault. It was kind of blasted on Twitter this past week where the information came out, but now a lot of Hockey Canada's corporate sponsors are starting to drop them. One of their big ones being Canadian Tire. They say that the allegations of sexual assault with some of these elite players coming to light at the end of May, they decided to pause their sponsorship deals, and now they say they're going to be reinvesting their money in other avenues when it comes to hockey here in Canada. Not necessarily with Hockey Canada, but just other hockey avenues. Let's look at it that way. This hockey scandal with the sexual assault claims and this shadowy fund to pay off victims of abuse. Hockey Canada is denying it at this point. They're still in court. We'll have to see where the rest of this does land, but it's not looking great right now for the fans of the hockey world, and disappointing. Let's call it that.
Just out for a rip, are you, bud?
Come on, you old goats, we're going on an adventure. You want to go out for a rip this week? Got some great events happening in the province. I'm sorry, I'm obsessed with that thing on TikTok right now. Broadway Theatre up in Saskatoon on October 12th. You want to extend your Thanksgiving long weekend a little bit more? Why not check out Tim and the Glory Boys? It's the Hometown Hoedown Tour. So the name in itself really just kicks some serious ass. But Tim and the Glory Boys are actually an incredible band to see live. So maybe go and take a trip over there. Or maybe you're looking for something a little more low-key, but you want to learn some stuff. The Saskatchewan Podcast Conference is happening at the Centennial Market in Regina on October 14th through the 16th. This is where you can meet some of Saskatchewan's podcasters, learn more about podcasting, see some women in podcasting as well. Really great event that you can be a part of as well. So if you want to check out some more details, you can go to the Centennial Market webpage for that. And finally, this is a lot of fun. Shaunavon is going to be putting on their Multicultural Festival on Saturday, October 15th. You can head on down to the Wickenheiser Arena and go and see some of their incredible events that they're going to be putting on all day. Fun for the entire family out in Shaunavon on October 15th. Now, if you ever have something that people need to go and check out for themselves, feel free to share it. Find me at thesasshow.ca or online with the handle The Sask Show. And tag me in that. I'd love to talk about it right here on the show.
You're listening to The Sask Show with your host, Lindsay May. Meet the Sask Cast.
Thrilled once again to have some more people joining the Sask Cast, where we ask one question and one question only, and they can take as long as they want to answer that question. Now, thrilled to have two guests on the show this week. We have Kayla and Haley, who are representatives from Timeraiser YQR. And I've got one question for you, ladies. What is Timeraiser YQR?
Well, first off, my name's Kayla Brown, and I'm the chair of Timeraiser YQR.
And I'm Haley Brown, the social media coordinator for Timeraiser YQR.
And Lindsay May, thank you very much for having us on the show. We're very excited. Timeraiser YQR, super unique event. It gives you the opportunity to grow your art collection, all while supporting local Saskatchewan artists and local nonprofits. And we know COVID, everybody took a hit, so it's really important, especially these times, to support both of those. Currently, there are 7 people volunteering for our organization, and Timeraiser is exclusively funded by corporate sponsors. Artists are paid for the work, nonprofits find skilled volunteers, and honestly, we really pride on promoting volunteerism. So, Timeraiser, it's a silent art auction. but it has a twist. Instead of you bringing your wallet and bidding on the art pieces with your money, you'll be bidding your time. And the way this works is really quite simple. You bid time, you do good, and you get art. And you'll notice that all over our social media. We're really proud of that.
Mm-hmm. And if you win art at the event, you have 1 year to complete your time pledge with any local nonprofit or charity of your choice. Then at next year's event, you get to be presented with your art. A lot of people that attend the event are younger professionals who can bring a certain set of skills to nonprofits who are needing their help with the organization. At Timeraiser YQR, everyone wins.
So now you're probably wondering, like, I'm dying to go to this event. So it's an annual event, and this year it's going to be held on October 20th at the Hotel Saskatchewan in the Blue Lounge. So you can purchase tickets over on our social media. And Haley, you can tell us all about what time it starts at and what our social handles are.
So you can find us on Facebook and Instagram at Timeraiser YQR. And on those socials, you can go and purchase your tickets right on there, and they will be emailed to you. And the event starts at 7 and ends at 9.
Thrilled to be a part of the event that's on the way for Timeraiser YQR. Pick up your tickets. All the details are going to be in the show notes as well as online. You can check out the details up on our social media for Timeraiser YQR. Kayla and Haley, thank you so much for joining me. And of course, if you ever have an event you'd like to talk about or you just have something that needs to be said, feel free to join me as part of the SAS Cast to talk all things Saskatchewan. Get in touch with me online by going to thesaskshow.ca or find me on socials, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, wherever it is. The Sask Show is what you're looking for, and I'd be happy to chat with you and bring you on as part of the Sask Cast.
Thanks for listening. Follow us online at thesaskshow.ca.